Bronson with your Ibuzz news.
Last Friday, Irma had the experience with the Ngoma dancers. Our reporter Mackenzie Hoffman has along with the story.
Last Friday, our lunch and learn presentation was an African dance performance from the Ngoma African culture troupe.
Ngoma stands for, it's a Swahili word first of all, and the actual word stands for drum. But in context, it stands for we bring the message, we send the message. And the message we bring, the message we send is through music and dance.
The performers have traveled nationally and internationally, sharing their knowledge and their unique way of expressing their culture.
Express our culture and how beautiful it is and how much energy, the energy we put into it is just the love behind how much we love it. Because a lot of it doesn't necessarily be taught and it's not seen on mainstream, so when we get a piece of it.
Students and staff were able to join in with the dancers during their presentation.
One technique is you cannot break the rhythm. Breaking the rhythm is like disrespect. You have to stay on beat. And to understand the drum is to understand dance, and to understand dance is to understand the drum. So that's what we go by as African dancers.
Your full body is a full body workout. I call it Afro aerobics. But you do so much from your hips to your upper body, torso, your legs. All of it comes into play. Fully commit to the dance. You can't halfway do it, then it looks off. But when you fully commit to it and give it all of your energy, everything that you have, it's beautiful.
Describe my songs and dances as inspirational. They help you through the day. They help you relieve stress. They help you with anything. And for me, it's my hobby. I love dancing.
This has been Mackenzie Hoffman with Ibuzz News.
Thank you, Mackenzie, for that awesome interview.
Last week was so rainy.
Yeah, it was. Let's go to Noah Overcash with the weather.
Hi, I'm Noah Overcash, and here's your Ibuzz weather report. On Friday, April 24th, it will be partly cloudy and we'll have a high of 76 and a low of 58. On Saturday, the 25th, we'll have a chance of rain with a high of 80 and a low of 56. On Sunday, the 26th, we'll have another chance of rain with a high of 74 and a low of 54. And on Monday, the 27th, we'll have partly cloudy with a high of 55 and a low of 74.
Thanks, Noah, for the week's forecast. Students from the STEM program are always doing something cool. Last week, they had to create rockets and shoot them up into the air. Let's go to Christian from Mesky for more information.
Science, technology, engineering, and math. Four, 3, 2, 1. We use computers at each one of the stations to deliver the curriculum, and as you can see, this is one of our setups here. We also have a library of books that go along with it, ranging from aerospace to the history of rocket science, etc. And at every station it's going to be different depending on the content that they talk about. Now, as far as designing goes, they actually get to build the rockets. So there is an element of science and tech that they'll use here with the tools to build the rocket to make sure that it's got the aerodynamics that it needs to. The math behind it they will use to calculate the height that the rocket goes, which is the apogee. Again, engineering is part of the design process, and how they're going to put the propellant in there and how much air pressure that they put in there to allow the rocket to propel from the ground. You've got different designs of the fins. You can see right here these two students have two very different fin designs, so we use science to figure out, to test the rockets, to use the data to figure out which is going to be the design that allows the rocket to reach its highest point. So there is much of each one of those elements, science, technology, engineering, and math, that's involved in these stations. And another thing, it's just plain fun to be able to use your hands, work with computers, build things, and then test them.
that sure looks fun, Christian. Great job.
This formal is 1 month away.
It sure is, Ariana. Here at the Ibuzz News, we want to show you how not to ask someone to formal.
Don't be like him. Make sure you know their name. Be like them. Make it short and simple.
Thanks for those great tips, guys. Speaking of great tips, Aspire is next week. Here's our testing tip for the week.
A well-balanced breakfast. Do the easiest problems first. Don't stay on a problem that you're stuck on, especially when the time is a factor. Don't worry if others finish before you. Focus on the test in front of you.
Well, that's it for this week's Ibuzz News. I'm Caitlin Johnston.
And I'm Ariana Burton. Have a great weekend, Irma.